Okay, so hello and welcome to Price Picks presents Dial C for Cricfit match preview. It's the battle of the 2 hours today. Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Rajasthan Royals, and at the toss, it's Virat Kohli. The luck has tilted in favor of Virat Kohli yet again with the toss factor here now. He has won the toss yet again, and this time they're playing at the Wankhede Stadium. Change of venue for Bangalore, but the same venue for Rajasthan Royals here. So Virat Kohli, having won the toss, has elected to field first here. Not a surprise coming in because you're playing at Bangalore and you're playing at Mumbai, and here the sides winning the toss have usually elected to ball first, whereas in Chennai the decision has been slightly towards batting first. So now there have been a few changes coming in here for both the sides here. So if we look at the changes that have come in place for RCB, they have dropped Rajat Patidar from their last game again against KKR. Nothing much of sorts of performance from Rajat Patidar here, but in today's game they are playing with Cain Richardson in place of Rajat Patidar because in the last match we saw Rajat Patidar replacing a foreign player. So RCB was actually playing with three overseas players in the previous match, and that change coming in now. They are playing. Yep. So that's the one change coming in. Otherwise, it's all in the same here. There's no other change that has come in. And if we look at the Rajasthan Royals side here, they have made one change, and that is that Jaidev Unadkat has been shown the way out, and Shreyas Gopal, the right arm leg spinner, comes into the attack here. So, in the first match, it was Shreyas Gopal who got the go ahead of someone like a Jaidev Unadkat. But again, Unadkat was impressive for a couple of games, but then again, he started getting hit all around the park, and which is why we are seeing the return of Shreyas Gopal. Now we'll have to see how much of a difference does Shreyas Gopal bring to this lineup here. Again, we know the match is here and there, and again we never know because at Wankhede there's very less assistance for the spinners, and that is the case. So again, very interesting to see what happens here because you never know. You literally never know because spinners coming into the attack, they might get wickets, they might get tonked. It could go either ways here. And by the way, guys, I posted a link in the comment section. Do hit that link and join our live today. I have we came in a bit late, but yeah, we are back with the show, and so we'll take a look at the playing 11s now. RCB playing 11: Virat Kohli, Devdutt Padikkal, Shehbaz Ahmed at 3. Now that's interesting. No Rajat Patidar, so I think they'll be going with Shehbaz Ahmed at 3. Glenn Maxwell, De Villiers, Washington Sundar. Now let's look at the space attack here. They have Kyle Jamieson, they have Cain Richardson, they have Harshal Patel, they have Mohammad Siraj. They have 4 seam bowling options here for today. And Cain Richardson also adds to that value. He can bowling with that overs as well. Spin bowling, they have 2. They're going with the normal spin bowling options. The duo, which we have seen for RCB forever, Washington Sundar, and the other one is Yuzvendra Chahal. So that's the spin bowling option for RCB, obviously, and Shehbaz Ahmed as well. So Shehbaz Ahmed also balls spin there. So 3 spin bowling options, 4 pace bowling options. You have 7 bowlers here. Glenn Maxwell को ऐड कर देंगे तो 8 bowlers हो जाते हैं. विराट कोहली थोड़ी बहुत मीडियम पेस डाल देते हैं. 9 हो गए. मतलब options ही options है आज आरसीबी के लिए. They have nothing to lose, I would say. If one bowler gets hit, the other bowler can fill in for him. So there are too many options for RCB today. But with this, let's also take a look at the Rajasthan Royals playing 11. Rajasthan Royals playing 11: Josh Butler, Manan Vora, Sanju Samson, again Shivam Dubey, David Miller. Regular top 5 here. You have Rahul Tewatia, Ryan Parag, Chris Morris, and now you have Shreyas Gopal in at 9. So Shreyas Gopal bats a bit. In Ranji Trophy cricket, we have seen him score a lot of runs for the Karnataka side. So again, we have Shreyas Gopal, we have Chetan Sakaria, Mustafizur Rahman. So if you look at the pace bowling options here, we have Chetan Sakaria, Mustafizur Rahman, Chris Morris, and Shivam Dubey balls occasional medium pace. So not much of pace options here. They have just 3 pace bowling options, and Rahul Tewatia, Riyan Parag, and Shreyas Gopal will fill in as the spinners in the side here. So Again, interesting matchup here. If you look at Rajasthan Royals economy rate, they have had the worst economy rate in last few years in the death. If you look in their 2019 IPL, 11.34, then again in 2020 11.60, and in this season they have 11.07. Now people would argue that there's no Jofra Archer, which is why the economy has gone to 11.07 in this season. But if you look at the previous two seasons as well, 11.34 and 11.60 were in the presence of Jofra Archer. So Jofra Archer being there, not being there, it's not affecting their figures of their bowling here. They are still the same with or without Jofra Archer. Obviously, Jofra Archer has that wicket taking ability, balls up front, but yeah, there's not much of difference if you look at these stats here. Again, today there's no Jaydev Unadkat. They have gone in with Shreyas Gopal. Interesting to see how Shreyas Gopal would feature and would ball at the Wankhede Stadium, where there's absolutely no assistance for the spinners. And yeah, so this is it. And Rajasthan will be bowling in the second innings because they're batting first here. So again, Shreyas Gopal Dew will come into play again. Not sure how well is he going to be able to grip the ball. So will be interesting to see. Um, let's take a look at Harshal Patel. Has been a star performer this season for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Yeah, he's a purple cap holder at the moment. Was traded from Delhi Capitals to Royal Challengers Bangalore before the IPL auction. So he has been picking up a lot of wickets, bowling in the death. The other day we saw in his comeback game he picked up 5 wickets, and he has been one of those key elements for RCB being at the top of the table today. So if you look at Harshal Patel in overs 14 to 20 this season, he has bowled 7.5 overs, picked up 9 wickets, conceded less than 5 an over. What else do you need from a death bowler here? Less than 5 runs per over, and he has been taking wickets as well. So Harshal Patel, interesting matchup. We will have to see where he goes from here now. We Because for RCB, bowlers have started off well and have not finished the season well for them in the past. So even like someone like Mohammad Siraj has been phenomenal this season, 2 matches, 3 wickets. But if you take a look at his past record, he has been hit in the past. So I just hope that Harshal Patel and Mohammad Siraj finish this IPL season on a high. And if they finish on a high, we would be guaranteeing that RCB would end up in top four this season. So that's what it is. But taking a few more stats into play, AB de Villiers' scoring rate in the death overs at Chepauk was 247.5, while all other batsmen combined had 132. You look at that strike rate here, 247. He's striking. He has been scoring more than 2 runs per ball, and that's just phenomenal. Someone like AB de Villiers has been in phenomenal form this season. With the addition of Maxwell, AB de Villiers has got the license to just go and explode. Last season, he had to go there, play the role of an anchor, but this season, you have Maxwell in there. Maxwell goes ahead of AB, plays a few balls, and then it's AB who comes in the last 4 or 5 overs and just rattles the opposition. He just takes the charge on the bowlers, and we see what impact AB de Villiers has been bringing to the RCB lineup here in the presence of Glenn Maxwell. So they are going well with each other. If you look at Glenn Maxwell and AB de Villiers, they're complementing well, and that is something that has worked. If you look at RCB, everything has worked in their favor this season. Harshal Patel has been picking wickets. AB de Villiers has been scoring runs. Glenn Maxwell has been hitting sixes. What else do you need? What else do you need? And you have Shehbaz Ahmed coming into the play now. He has been picking wickets, and yeah, just one tick mark they would like to have in this season, and that is that Virat Kohli would score some runs. He has looked slightly out of touch, but yeah, Virat Kohli and Devdutt Padikkal will should be scoring runs here. So that's it is from the stats corner here. But couple of days back something happened in the RR camp, and they are now just boiled down to 5 overseas players. Liam Livingston has flown back to England because of bubble fatigue, and quite understandably, because all these players have been in bubbles for 4 5 months, and Liam Livingston was part of the India England series as well. So it's I think it's been close to 2 to 3 months. He's in a bubble, and quite rightly so, he has decided to head back, and Rajasthan Royals have decided to respect his call of heading back, and that is what has happened here. So now Rajasthan just have 5 overseas players, and 4 of them are playing today. You just have one player in your backup. You don't have Ben Stokes. You don't have Jofra Archer. You don't have Liam Livingston. You just have one more overseas player, and that is a call for crisis, I would say, for Rajasthan Royals at this moment. You literally don't have anyone to replace, and that is going to affect them going down into the future. Now, again, will be very interesting to see if they call up a replacement for all these 3 players, and if they do, will they make it in time? Again, the quarantine would come into play, so there's plenty, and Rajasthan Royals are in deep trouble at the moment here. So I think we have covered everything today, and with this, let's welcome Kavish. Kavish has joined us here. Hello, Kavish.
Hi,
So Rajasthan versus Bangalore. Who are you supporting?
I'll go with Rajasthan today. I just want, RCB to lose because they are on the top of the table and I don't like it at
Okay.
all. I want to
And
see. Go ahead.
yeah, no, no. Say. Oh, you want to see
I
what?
want. Yeah, I want to see Sanju Samson get a knock like he did against Punjab Kings. He scored 119 not out. So I want him to see fire. I want him to see fire again. And
Yeah.
like he is a very underrated captain in my opinion because he always tries so hard everything right and then he just smiles it off even when he loses or even like in the last 2 matches he was not in great touch but he still smiled it off. So and yesterday we saw KL Rahul get angry. I think he posted about that too. So I think Sanju Samson should be like play good today.
Okay. So Sanju Samson, you're looking forward to him. And Kavish, I've watched Sanju Samson since a while now, and he's not been consistent enough. Now, last season as well at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, he started off in a flash for Rajasthan Royals. 3 or 4 games, he scored back-to-back 50s, and yep. And then the downfall was seen there in the graph. He just stumbled upon his performance, and that is one reason why we don't see him playing for India, in regularly, because even for India, he has been very inconsistent, and this has resulted in him being shown the way. Now he's not a part of the T20 squad. We have Ishan Kishan, we have someone like Rishabh Pant. Now they are being considered over Rishabh Pant here, over Sanju Samson here, and that is something that goes against Sanju Samson. You need to
But
have,
Even
yeah,
Virat Kohli isn't consistent with his goals. Even Virat Kohli, no one can be so consistent. And I really think that giving him 7 or 3 4 more games as a captain, seeing how he scores, seeing how he manages, how he copes with the pressure, and then we can see his scores are consistent or not.
yeah. So
Which documentary
Kavish,
do you have,
yeah,
by the way?
yes, exactly. So, and Kavish, if you look at Shivam Dubey, you have watched him play. What do you make of Shivam Dubey here?
I don't know what he's doing in the 11. He was a
Okay.
waste of last game. I
Uh,
think many deserving players like warming the bench for Rajasthan Royals. Like
okay.
who, I can't remember the name.
Yep.
Uh,
So, yeah, Kavish, will get back to you. First, I'll just talk about the fantasy playing 11 our viewers can pick for today. Wicket keepers, you have 3 options: AB de Villiers, Josh Butler, Sanju Samson. Batsman, Virat Kohli, David Miller, Riyan Parag. All rounders, you have Glenn Maxwell, Shehbaz Ahmed. And bowlers, you will go with Chetan Sakaria, Mustafizur Rahman, Yuzvendra Chahal. All these players are playing today, and it's going to be an exciting affair, obviously, because you have Glenn Maxwell, AB de Villiers, Josh Butler, Sanju Samson, Virat Kohli. What else do you need here? And there's so much of variety in this fantasy playing 11. So do take a look at this sheet when you're picking your fantasy playing 11, and surely you could have De Villiers as your captain, and you could have Sanju Samson as your vice captain today. I just feel Sanju Samson is going to fire, and he is going to fire, and that's what we can see here. Sanju Samson might fire today, and Sanju Samson firing. Yep. So Pranay has also joined us here. Pranay, okay, he has put up a question here. For a moment, I thought Pranay is live with us, but yeah. What I was saying here is that if we look at Sanju Samson, he is one main batsman of that side here. If he loses his wicket, if Josh Butler loses his wicket, that's the end. And which is why it becomes so key for them to get off to a good start, get those runs scoring in. But yeah, Kavish, the match is about to start here, and I would really want to know what is your point of view of today's game, and what score do you expect from the team batting first? Rajasthan are batting first here, so what score do you expect here?
So I was about to say that I think Shivam Dube should be dropped and Yashasvi Jaiswal should play, because then if Sanju Samson and Josh Butler both fail, they can at least rely on Yashasvi Jaiswal to not strike at like the strike rate of 140 plus, but to stay there till the end of the innings, so that he can get like a couple of boundaries per over and live that run rate up. So I think anything below 160, 170 will be achievable the for Bangalore, because you got AB, who is just, you can't describe his batting in words, like
Yeah.
Mr. 60. So anything 160 above, 170 above will be achievable for RCB.
Yeah. So, hello Atul, welcome.
Hi, May. Hi, Kavish.
Yeah. So Atul, I
I
was making a point before you joined here that if we look at the Rajasthan Royals setup here, now they are down to just 5 foreign players in this season. I am not being
Yes.
able to recall who their last foreign player is, but if you look at the sheet here now, they just have 5 foreign players in their lineup. And the
Yeah.
problem here is that um, if one more player gets injured in the Rajasthan Royals camp, you literally don't have any resources left. I mean, with the quarantine coming in, it's going to be so difficult here for Rajasthan Royals here.
Yeah, definitely. Before IPL, Rajasthan Royals seemed that they relied too much on Stokes and someone like Archer. But
Yeah,
now, even Liam Livingstone goes back to England. So, yes, it will be tough for Rajasthan Royals. But at the moment, if I see the playing 11, I think these are, in the absence of Stokes, Liam Livingstone, these are definitely the best four foreign picks. And I think, but yes, if now if anyone gets injured, then it will be very tough for Rajasthan Royals.
yeah. Welcome, Pranay.
Thank you.
Yep, I wasn't expecting you after what happened to KKR yesterday, but yeah, you're here with us.
Well, yesterday it was the middle order that caused the problem. Otherwise, Cummins and Russell could have almost took KKR home out of nowhere.
Yeah. So, looking at RCB here now, today they are playing 4 overseas players. Now there's a trend that's going on with Mumbai Indians, RCB. You just play 3 overseas and then play one extra Indian player. But today RCB have 4 pace bowling options. They have included Cain Richardson in today's game. How valuable of a player can he turn out at the Wankhede, where which has been a paradise for batsmen, because so many runs have been scored. Even yesterday, we saw a lot of runs being scored in the CSK game. So again today, Cain Richardson, will he prove a good bowler today, or will he get hit?
Well, that we will obviously know in some time. But then, main thing that Cain Richardson should be focusing on is that I'm sure he must have seen all the matches which have been held at the Wankhede till now. So he has understood, okay, that what mistakes are the other bowlers making. maybe by looking at those mistakes, he can understand. Okay, these are things that I'm not supposed to do, and this is how I can execute my plan. I can execute my deliveries. So that should be on his mind, and let's see how he turns up.
Yep. So umpires are walking out. I think we'll wrap this show. Yeah, Pranay, give your final thoughts on today's game. RCB or RR?
Well, I would like RR to win because, frankly, RCB is the only team which hasn't lost a game. And seeing RCB not lose for such a long time, I mean, we are not used to it.
Yeah. Atul?
Look, I'm supporting RCB this IPL, but
Okay.
just for a change up, I want RR to win the game. But look, I think RCB will win it because they are fielding first. They will be chasing, and Kohli will be so good while chasing with Maxwell and De Villiers in great form. So yes, RCB will win tonight.
Okay. Kavish?
Yeah, I'm supporting Rajasthan today, but I think Mayank Markande should get a chance instead of Shreyas Gopal, as he proved to be very expensive last year when he played.
Okay.
Kavich, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Shreyas Gopal has got AB de Villiers 4 times and Virat Kohli 3 times. So, what? So, had you been in Sanju Samson's place, would you still go for Mayank Markande after seeing such a start?
Because you can never rely on what has happened in the past. The pitch behaves different than what has happened in the past. So cricket is today's game. So you don't know, he can get smacked for 50 runs of Kohli or AB.
But
Okay.
I
Very
think they
interesting.
should have gone with the present form of both the bowlers. In the practice games, they would have definitely seen, who is bowling better, who is having a better control in their line and length. So with that regard, I think that they should have gone with Shreyas Gopal. That can be the only reason I see here.
Yeah. So Josh Butler, Manan Vora have walked out here. We'll wrap up today's show here. I am also supporting Rajasthan Royals, Pranay, alongside you today.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
let's hope. So Pranay versus
So,
me,
Mikhail
Pranay
sir
and
is
me versus.
supporting RCB.
Yep.
No,
So we have
you and
two.
Pranay
Mikhail
versus
sir
me
is
and Kavish.
yeah.
Yes. So let's go ahead and watch the match here. Thank you, Kavish, Atul, and Pranay for joining in. I'll see you again
Thank you.
tomorrow. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Okay.
yep. So that was Kavish, Pranay, and Atul. And now so now we'll be wrapping up today's show. But before going, I would like you all to visit prizepicks.com. Sign up now and we'll match your deposit up to $100. Use the code CRICFIT and avail yourself $100 ka matchup. I mean, it's a brilliant offer here. Go to prizepicks.com, create a fantasy league, fantasy game for the match, and you could have a matchup of up to $100. That's you're getting double of what you're paying. So yep, go ahead and sign up on PrizePicks, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we go live before the match. So till then, take care and tata.